actually came up $2 million.
According to Uncle Verizon, it's
Like 27, 28.
Okay.
28.
Good morning. Welcome, everyone. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first up on the agenda is our meeting minutes from December 10th. Did everyone have a chance to review? If there are no corrections or additions, I would look for a motion to approve.
so moved.
Motion made by Matt. Second by Tony. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is our election of officers for 2026. I first want to thank, this was my first time ever being president, and I want to thank all of the council for being so helpful, as well as the auditor's office. Everyone did a tremendous job in helping me to do my job, so thank you. I would open up the floor for nominations for 2026.
I would nominate Tony Dungeon for president. I'd also like to say that, Marilyn, you did a fantastic job. Appreciate your hard work.
We have
You're reading my notes.
We have a motion on the floor for Tony as president. Do I
I
have
have
a
a
second?
second, and I will second the motion and also second what Mike said about you, Marilyn. Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
Okay, so we have a first and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Tony is the new president.
Congratulations.
Look, yes, congratulations. Now we're looking for VP.
I would nominate Matt Meredith for vice president.
Okay. Motion by Mike Myers, second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you.
VP. Tony.
All right, well, as it was stated before, there's a whole lot goes on that the president's involved in so many things, in constant contact with the auditor's office, who does a phenomenal job. And Marilyn has been involved in everything, in between talking to people and emails, keeping everybody informed, and a really incredible job last year, and it was awesome. So thank you very much.
You know, from my perspective as well as a former president, that I appreciated everything that you did, and you did it well and communicated. I felt in great hands with your leadership, and I do thankful for everything that you put into this because you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I had no doubt, Marilyn, you were a good vice president, and I knew you'd be a good president.
Thank you.
And I'd also like to echo the comments about the auditor's office. This is my last year on here, so at the end of the year, I'll have more to say, but our auditor's office has been, since I've been on here, and always has been and will be a terrific partner.
All right, I guess that's where I talk. Next up,
No, I just want to make echo everybody's comments too. And I really appreciate your service, Marilyn, and and just truly keeping everybody informed on things, and giving us those phone calls from time to time just to keep us up to speed on things that are happening. And I really appreciate all your work and effort. I know it takes a lot of your time, and it is deeply appreciated. And again, with respect to the auditor's office, again, too, I can't echo enough of all they do for us and how much Jen and the ladies in there just step up and take care of things as we need it. So again, thank you all.
Aaron. All right, next on the agenda, salary ordinance. Community corrections.
Good morning.
I have two ordinances to amend. One is for screening coordinator, and the other one is for clerical or administrative assistant. These were already approved back. The first one was approved by our advisory board in August, and the other one was approved last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, maybe. So I just need the official switch on the fiscal side, so we can start paying them the new amount.
Questions, comments?
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I was waiting for you to say that. I was like, well, where are we at here? Yeah, not my first rodeo, but it seems like it is. So, questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Security Center. Year-end reports, ledger of receipts. We got this nice book.
You have to do the book first.
Here, whatever you want.
Okay. Our inmates are total inmates. Well, no, we'll go with CAD calls. They're up. Miles driven, we's about 1,000 miles down on that, which is kind of surprising because we've had to go a lot of places this year. We've been to South Dakota, Louisiana, Florida, Pennsylvania, and it's all on sex offenses. Most of them are. I go get the sex offenders. I just don't want that type of media coverage if something would happen to go wrong with that. So, we had 6 fatalities, 97 injuries, 236 crashes. Nope, that's Washington Township. And I didn't get the total. But they're there by township. Miscellaneous reports, we served 2,105 civil process. That's up. Does a Dan Murray? No. Okay, I'll give him credit on the next ones there. That's down about from 1,200 in the years prior to that. It was always around 1,200. So our population's down a little. There you can have the average days of incarceration, their marital status, age group, felony arrest. Mostly level 6s. Misdemeanors. We served 173,786 meals. And we currently have 30 male inmates in the work release section of the building. So we've had to switch all of our females to Laura could add to that. The Knox County, because we've got a juvenile that's been charged as an adult, got to be kept separate from all those other people until he's. Seems like we've had one now for 2 years. Past couple of years. And these juveniles involve guns, so what are you gonna do with them? We still have the church services. We still have IRAX, which is doing a great job back in the jail working with folks. And we still have Carol Electrofield with the rear, who's still transports, 93 total transports. Our road crew, there's a list of everything that they do. Community hours that they put in, we've got 2. We've got a male and a female. And in 2025, the males put in 1,302 hours out in the community. And the females did 1,079 and a half hours in 2025. So that's that takes 2 employees to run that program, but they do a lot. We had a total of 322 disciplinary hearings in 2025. That's inmates that we've had trouble with, so it's about 1 a day. We're currently down 1 position in the jail. And 1 deputy, still short a deputy. Adam made it back off of his injury. So, still trying to replace lights with LEDs where we can, and different things like that. Question. The only mistake I seen was we didn't add up how many crashes. Oh, yep, there it is, 576. So, crashes total in the county.
I want to recognize you for your road crew work.
Yeah, they do a lot.
Northern part of the county, I tell you, Odin has really benefited from that. The Odin Park, the Odin Lions Club, cemetery up there.
Yeah.
Thank
They
you.
do a lot of work at Oak Grove. These community concerts, turkey trot. My staff will come in and take the road crew out to those concerts and help them load and unload the equipment from there. And they come in on their days off and we pay them for that over time. So,
I appreciate you using them letting them go to the animal shelter. I've talked to Sonya about that program, you know.
yeah, she enjoys that.
Yeah. But I'm glad you helped them out. They do a good job and they need help.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I told Nathan if they try to raise the prices on us out there, that we do a lot of donated time out there, and we can stop that at any time. So, yeah, they do a lot.
Any questions on year-end report anymore? Okay.
Commissary. I now have to report this to you 4 times a year because of like 2 bad actors. So, make any questions on that? I've recently upgraded the radio system in the jail. I didn't put that in the initial project because I planned on paying for that out of this. That's gonna be like 40,000. That up to go and have a couple other things that we do. Last year, we spent $207,000 out of commissary to keep, that's not taxpayer money, that we use to keep the sheriff's office running.
I like the fact that. Go ahead and sign the report. One thing I like the fact that on your receipts, disbursements, on your monthly reports, that both of you guys sign it, both of you have checked it.
Yeah.
I like that dual control.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, State Board of Accounts likes it too.
yeah. Good. Anything else?
I appreciate all the information. It looks good. So thank you.
Yep. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
Next up in your packet, the lovely EMS contract. Commissioners had approved paying, they do a lot of contracts twice a year instead of paying it every month. So would be paid in January and July.
Sorry to butt in.
No, you're
There's no
fine.
spot for you to sign. It's just that this is, when you're comfortable with it, you'll need to. When you're comfortable with it, you'll need to.
Right, but there's an additional 200,000 is what they're asking for, so we'll have to know where the money needs to come from for our next payment. Because we'll have to get it appropriated.
Well, we have some budgeted, obviously.
We have some budgeted, but they've increased the contract another 200,000.
So really, this is for just additional, this is just informational purpose?
Informational purposes to you guys, but we need to have the conversation for when we have the payment, we need to be directed so we can get it appropriated for the July payment.
So the next payment's July.
Correct, January and July.
Oh, January and July.
So we just did January's and we had enough in there to go ahead and make the first payment based off the contract. We're gonna be short in July, so we need direction from you guys on how to make up that difference
Between now and July?
before then, because appropriation will take time to get it taken care of and in the books and approved.
Just go ahead and put that on next month's agenda.
I just need direction on the where,
Okay.
so that we can get the paperwork ready.
Maybe 2, I mean, it's 2 things, approving the additional and then the cash flow.
I appreciate all of the extra time that was involved in dealing with this contract. I know the board, the new CEO, Justin, was instrumental in this, as well as Tony sits on that board to represent the council and commissioners as well. And I know they've spent hours going through things, trying to get to the bottom dollar, right? Trying to see where they can save, how they can save. So I appreciate all of their time in doing that. And I feel like I would make a motion to approve this because I think they've done their due diligence.
There has been a lot of time and effort, and I agree with that comment, and I think it's running, you know, if you take a truck away, if you look between the hours of, what is it, 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., you could get rid of a half a truck, but you can't send people home 3 hours. And if you're laying out there on the highway, you want to be, somebody take care of you. And Justin is doing a really good job and has spent some time on this, so say I'd be 100% for this is even an understatement, because this needs to happen.
And the thing is, this is a lot of money, but yet people that have dealt with this and talked about these issues know there's no money in this. There's no money to be made in this. This is a service, and they're just trying to get as close to break even as possible.
Keep in mind, in the state of Indiana, 92 counties in Indiana, there's only 9 that does not have a safety or EMS tax, and we are one of them. County to the south gets 820,000. The county to the west gets a huge chunk. Same in Green Martin. Du Bois, Spencer does not, the closest to it. They range anywhere from a quarter to, 75 basis points. But, just to the south of us, theirs is 820, and then they still fund it on top of that with their own general fund money. So, and they don't have a hospital. And they're trying to break even by transports. And when you run transports, then your truck is gone when there's an accident. So it's a double-edged sword. So.
Well, we've had the discussion about the lit, and we decided, not against it, but we went through the discussion and all the analytics with the hospital. We understand, how important it is and what that price point is. I don't think this is a big ask. We can fit it in and still not, put that tax on our constituents. So I can second that motion, Marilyn. I feel comfortable with it.
And I would just say, I think we're gonna be okay this year and next year on the money that it's gonna take to fund the ambulance service. 28's gonna scramble things a little bit. Hopefully the picture will be a lot clearer when we get to that budget.
That's for sure.
That's true. Any other comments, questions? I'll have a first and a second. So all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign?
Aye.
Thanks, Darren. Carry 6-0. We have a conflict of interest form to sign, contact information form, encumbrances. See that in your packet. Basically, things purchased in 25, the money is in 26, or encumbering that money back to match that budget.
25 money that they had left over at the end of the year,
Yep.
but we've encumbered to pay in 26.
Yep. And it's in great detail. Each account, services. Yeah, I skipped one, but we'll do the encumbrances here. Questions, comments? We need a motion on that? Okay. Motion to approve the 2025 encumbrances for 26.
So moved.
Tom first, Mike second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. I got ahead of myself. Skipped number 6, and I already put a mark through it. So I guess we're done with it. West Boggs wage recommendations. They follow non-taxpayers' money. So they're $1 million budget. Taxpayers haven't had money in it for 15, 16 years. They follow what we do as a county. So that 3%, they wanted to change things and do some things that on the merit system. So maybe this person got a little more and this person a little less. Our take up here, well, speaking for me, my take was you can spend, it's your money, it's not taxpayer money, you do it how you think. However, when Nathan did this, it's 3.1% instead of 3%. So is that $521 a big deal? Do we make him go back to sticking to the 3%? Or is that $500 on $1 million budget when it's non-taxpayers' money? Is that something we want to tell him to back that $521 off?
I think they have time to fix it. They haven't done anything yet, supposedly. So,
No, yeah, because they'd already done their first pay.
Correct, and the second payroll is in the process right now, so we'll have, if they decrease on some of these, we'll have to recoup that money that's already been paid to them, to the individual employees.
Just my thinking, you know, a $1 million budget, it's not taxpayers' money, $500, you know, they should have stuck to the 3%. But if it's $521, that's not that big a deal with their budget. And here, once again, non-taxpayer money, I'd be fine leaving it how it is since it's already been what we're planning on. But Nathan needs to know and understand, and going forward, he has whatever the council approves, and he's got to stay with that, which I thought they knew to begin with, but evidently rounding up or trying to get somebody a few extra bucks.
well, the first proposal was actually over 3.2%.
So here
Yeah,
again,
I mean, I can live with that.
whatever you guys want, we just need to, Jen needs to know, so.
I think it'd make it easier to make the transition. The other thing I think that's key, and there's no mention of it in there, is they need to be due annual reviews on these folks where they sign off on their performance. If it's performance rated increases, they need to know where they stand.
It's my understanding that the board, the actual board for the West Bogs determined late in the year that this is the process that they wanted to start in '26, so they got a late start. And the board understands that that has to be completed earlier so that it can fit into the budget. That's my understanding. So the board is the one that approved the merit system and how the evaluations would be done and what those increases would be.
Pretty well after the fact.
Right, right.
So we just need to decide, leave it as the additional $521, $31, whatever it is, or tell him to scratch back and make it to 3% straight across the board.
I'm okay with granting the extra this time, but as you stated, they need to understand the process, and we look at those budgets, we approve those budgets for them, they're sent to DLGF, they approve it. They need, from here on out, they need to stay within the approved budget.
And I do think the important part as well is, I mean, they're managing their money. It's not taxpayer money. But once they keep increasing their spending, they gotta know that they're not gonna come back to this board and ask for additional. They have to be smart with their money. So I'm okay.
2 years ago, we had that conversation.
Yeah, I just wanna reiterate that because it gets lost. We have the money now, but they gotta be planning for that in the future. And as long as they're doing that, the $500 is not a big deal for me.
But they were told specifically 2 years ago at budget time, when they wanted to do a larger increase, your money, but you're not coming back to the kitty.
That's it.
But good point. Was that a motion, Mike?
That's a motion.
Looking for a second?
Second.
Second by Tom, all in favor of leaving it as is now. Next year, he has to stay within whatever the council approves. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Thank you, Darren.
Tony, can I also potentially
Yes.
throw out there that we can get a motion to amend the salary ordinance so we can get that taken care of right away?
Second.
All in favor of adjusting the salary ordinance? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Waiting on you, Darren.
Aye, yeah, I'm a go.
Already talked about the conflict of interest form to sign, contact fine, encumbrances, additional appropriations. Cume Cap, we've talked about this before. We actually put it off until this month to make an additional $250,000 payment on the bond. We've got the cash and so we just need to,
Is it coming out of the Cume Capital Fund? I move to approve that.
motion by Tom to approve.
I'll second.
Second by Mike Sprinkle, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Health First Indiana nurse practitioner.
Morning.
Morning.
Dylan?
I don't know if you recall, but during budget hearings, there was an omission in my budget after it had been advertised for our nurse salary or nurse liaison duties. we moved this amount from the nurse practitioner in the line to fund those, and then I was to come back and have that money added back. So cleanup is what this is. I do have an annual report compiled that I'll be sending to you all as well, of much data. Be happy to present in a meeting if you wish.
This is from the reserves of the Health First Indiana.
Correct. In the original budget for 26, but as mentioned, moved to cover an omission. Now I'm back.
Any additional questions, comments for Kelly? If not, a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
By Tom,
Second.
second by Mike Myers, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign.
Aye.
Thank you.
Couple of transfers, community corrections, insurance to clerical. Part-time to longevity, $200.
That's based on that other information, so I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Matt to approve,
Second.
second by Marilyn, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Aye.
We have in our packet the fund balances, Visitors Bureau meeting minutes for additional information. Any questions or comments from anybody here on, oh, also, yeah, the Visitors Bureau.
If that's acceptable,
Yeah?
is that okay?
Yeah.
Talk to you guys.
I thought they were.
Range Sports and
all
Trips.
that soon.
It's all the same.
Happy New Year.
Based on the other, yeah.
Happy New Year.
And I do want to say too, there's a lot of people that have talked about how good the council's been, and I agree with that. I've done this for a couple of years, and I really appreciate just the good feedback that we get and the communication, and you guys are all paying attention, so thank you. The quick thing that I want to talk about is just to get a little bit of direction, if we can, on the question of there's a resolution or a modified ordinance related to an abatement, and it would be nice to have that done by the February meeting, if we can. I've gotten feedback from some of you all individually, and I think I know which direction you're wanting to go, but if we could wrap that up in the next couple of weeks, just so we can have the documents ready to go for February, that would be great, and that's all.
Yeah, we can take care of that.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Any other questions from our council? One thing to remind everybody that if you're presenting something to the council, get your information to Jen in advance so she can get it to council members. Therefore, we're not reading it here for the first time, so we can expedite this as easily as possible.
Hey, Tony, one thing real quick. I'd like to recognize somebody that's here today, Amy Kippenbrock from DuBois County. You want to stand up and introduce yourself? And she's a DuBois County clerk, and she's getting around to find out what's going on in a certain district.
I've been here to make phone calls to everyone. I'm running for state rep. Shane Lindauer announced last October he's not seeking re-election, so I'm seeking that seat at the State House. Currently DuBois County clerk and involved in local politics for a dozen or so years, and just really interested in continuing to give back at a different place. So if you ever have questions for me, or I can be of assistance now or in the future, I'm happy to be that resource.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then we also have somebody out in the audience who filed yesterday to run for a state office, and we all know her very well. So, Kelly, you want to say something? Or?
Speech, Kelly, speech.
Step on up.
Yeah, that's very awkward. I've worked in Davies County many years, and my local government experience since 2005 has been exceptional and comprehensive, and I want to make sure that we have someone that understands local government in that position. So I'll be campaigning much in the evenings and the weekends, and I absolutely have enjoyed working here in so many fashions. So anyways, just awkward talking about it here.
Tim Sprinkle, he's the one who mentioned it.
However, I do anticipate that I will win and probably next year I've talked to Doc Holzapfel, and I think this will be my year of retirement from Davies County. So looking forward to training new people in our staff. And Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry to hijack the meeting, Tony. Sprinkle mentioned about me introducing those folks, so, you know, he put me up to it.
It's all part of our public service. Nothing else from anyone, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Matt and Tom, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.